Good evening. We will begin our commencement ceremony by listening to the Star-Spangled Banner as sung by Isaac Williams, a senior in our music program. Isaac?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. Welcome to commencement. While Missouri State University normally observes 2 commencement periods annually, this year we are celebrating 3. This is the last of 3 such programs today and the last of 5 overall. Because of the large number of graduates and to follow the Greene County protocols, we are conferring graduate and bachelor's degrees from the Darr College of Agriculture and the College of Business and Education majors at this ceremony. We conferred the graduate and bachelor degrees to the graduates in the other colleges at earlier ceremonies yesterday and today. Over the course of these ceremonies, we will award 3,011 total degrees. Of that total, 2,170 are undergraduate degrees and 841 are graduate degrees. The Missouri State University faculty and staff are proud to recognize members of this graduating class who have distinguished themselves by their academic achievement and leadership and who have earned academic or performance scholarships. Funding for many of these scholarships is made possible by alumni and friends of the university, and we thank them for their support and generosity. Several governors of the university are on the platform today. Members of the board are appointed by the governor of the state of Missouri and approved by the state senate. They serve 6 terms and carry the responsibilities set forth in statute as the policy-making board for the institution. We also have a student representative to the Board of Governors who serves a 2-year term. We're grateful to the governors for the time they take from their schedules and give to the university, and we are pleased that several can be with us today to take part in commencement. I will now introduce the platform party. They will stand as their names are called, and I would ask that you hold your applause until all have been introduced. In the second row, beginning at my right, your left, Briar Douglas, a graduate student from Hannibal and our student member of the Board of Governors. Allison Garrett, a student from Nixa and your senior class president. Dr. Chen Feng Huang, department head of the Darr College of Agriculture. Dr. Barry Tinkler, dean of the College of Education and our commencement speaker today. Dr. David Miner, dean of the College of Business. Dr. Ryan Reed, chair of the Missouri State University Staff Senate. Dr. Chris Hare, chair of the Missouri State University Faculty Senate. Neosha Mackey, emeritus dean of Library Services, who will be reading names of graduates. In the front row, beginning at my right, your left, Craig Frazier, a businessman from Springfield and member of the Board of Governors. Carrie Turgeon, the Mayor of Jefferson City, a businesswoman and member of the Board of Governors. Amy Counts, a businesswoman from St. Louis and chair of the Board of Governors. Dr. Frank Einhelig, University Provost. Brent Dunn, Vice President for University Advancement. Beverly Keltner, a former educator from Lebanon and member of the Board of Governors. And Dr. Julie Masterson, Dean of the Graduate College. Please help me recognize the platform party. For the May commencement ceremonies, I have asked the deans of the colleges to be our speakers. For this ceremony, I would like to introduce Dr. Barry Tinkler, Dean of the College of Education and faculty member in the Department of Reading, Foundations, and Technology. Dr. Tinkler earned a BA in History Education at Northeastern State University, a Master's in Education at Oklahoma State University, and a PhD in Education at the University of Denver. She has worked in the field of education for 30-plus years as a K-12 teacher and a university professor. She began her teaching career as a Peace Corps volunteer in Papua New Guinea. More recently, Dr. Tinkler served as a Fulbright Scholar at the University of Calgary 3 years ago. Her research focuses on community-engaged practices, such as service learning, and the impact of these practices on the preparation of future teachers. Please help me welcome Dr. Tinkler to the podium.
Thank you, President Smart and members of the platform. I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak at this commencement. This evening, in the final commencement ceremony, we celebrate graduates in the College of Education, the William H. Darr College of Agriculture, and the College of Business. We also have with us the first graduates from the Bear Power program. I think they saved the best for the last. All three of the colleges represented this evening prepare future professionals in fields that are foundational to building strong communities. As each of you move forward from your college experience, you'll be making important decisions about what you do next. And those decisions can have a significant impact on who you become as a person and the impact you have in the world. This past week, I've been reflecting on my own experiences at that point in my life. After I completed my bachelor's degree in history education, I felt this draw towards service. Part of that draw came from growing up with a father who prized service to his country as a Vietnam veteran and career military member. For my service, I chose Peace Corps. I ended up serving as a high school teacher in Papua New Guinea for 2 years. Papua New Guinea is the eastern half of the island of New Guinea that's located north of Australia. It's the most linguistically diverse country in the world with over 700 languages, and over 80% of Papua New Guineans live in rural areas without modern conveniences. Some of the people in the interior of the island didn't have contact with the outside world until the 1930s. During my 2 years in Papua New Guinea, I had experiences that shaped who I am today and that continue to inform my thinking about the world and my place in it. I had the opportunity to see things through a different lens, and through that reframing of my vision, I learned and grew. Given my limited access to things we typically have easy access to on a daily basis, I developed a different understanding of the things that I needed to feel fulfilled. My fulfillment revolved around human connection. That included in-person connections with the wonderful teachers, students, and other volunteers I worked with. One of those volunteers became my husband. And it included connections through letters with my family and friends who were half a world away. At times it was challenging, and I learned the value of persistence, something that many of you have had to draw on this year as you were working to complete your degree during a pandemic. And I would, as an aside, I'd have to say that the Bear Power students who are here tonight are exemplars of persistence. Sometimes the challenges I encountered in Papua New Guinea seemed like an adventure. I found that washing your clothes and your dishes in the river when you're in your 20s can seem like fun, particularly when you're laughing with your students. I also found that my students gave me a wide berth when I was swinging a machete when working with them in the school gardens. It was a little dangerous. And I found that I could run really fast in flip-flops when I saw a bug the size of my hand. And that happened more than once. I came to understand my students and what was important to them. Most of them came from families of subsistence farmers who had deep connections to the land and their linguistic family. And all of those pieces tied together to form their conception of community. Their goal in pursuing an education was to be able to give back to their families and their home village. As a new teacher, I learned that to be an effective teacher, I needed to be open to learning from and with others. I learned from my students as much as they learned from me. Sometimes I was asked to teach courses that I wasn't really qualified to teach, like art or business. However, I quickly realized in these situations that there were always students in my class who had skills or strengths in these areas that I could bring into the teaching and learning process. Through teaching business courses and working with local small business owners, I developed new insight into commerce and how the business community can build human and social capital. And that's one of the things that I like so much about Springfield, the number of business people we have here who commit significant time and resources to helping to build the community. In the end, one of the biggest impacts my Peace Corps experience had on me was solidifying my commitment to having an impact on my community wherever I happen to reside. As each of you go out into the world in whatever profession you choose to pursue, I hope that you think about how you can impact your communities. You don't have to go to the other side of the world to make a difference. You can do that in your own hometown. One of the pillars of the public affairs mission of Missouri State University is community engagement. The goal for this pillar is that students recognize the importance of contributing their knowledge and experiences to their own community and the broader society. I hope that as you graduate, that you commit to being an engaged citizen bear who contributes and makes a difference in your community. Congratulations on your graduation. Thank you.
The Army Reserve Officers Training Corps has been a cooperative partner in the university's educational mission since 1952. Today, 8 students were commissioned as second lieutenants in the United States Army at a ceremony held this morning at Plaster Student Union. We wish them well in their future military careers. The veterans and military members living, working, and receiving their education at Missouri State University are a valued and vital component of our campus community. We recognize and honor their sacrifices and the sacrifices of their families, and value their life experiences as they broaden the diversity of our faculty, staff, and student body. As such, students graduating from the university who have served, or will be serving after graduation in the United States Army or Armed Forces have been invited to wear a red, white, and blue honor cord at today's ceremony in recognition of their service to our country. I now invite all individuals wearing that honor cord to stand and be recognized. Another program the university is proud to highlight is our Bear Power program. POWER, P-O-W-E-R, stands for Promoting Opportunities for Work, Education, and Resilience. This program was created to offer a post-secondary educational opportunity to students with intellectual and developmental disabilities transitioning out of high school. Students in this program complete a 2.5-year, 5-semester inclusive program, earning a certificate in the program of their choice. Today, we celebrate the completion of the program's first cohort and are excited to recognize 6 students. I ask now that our Bear Power students please stand and be recognized. Good. You may be seated. Missouri State University has long-standing academic relationships with many educational institutions in China. Liaoning Normal University and Missouri State University created the LNU-MSU College of International Business 21 years ago. It is located in Dalian, China. After earning an AA degree in Dalian, students are eligible to transfer to the Springfield campus of Missouri State University, where a majority work toward their bachelor's degree in our College of Business. Many of these students continue with us in pursuit of a master's degree, and you will see that today as they are awarded. I would like to offer all of our international students who have traveled so far from home my congratulations on your academic achievements. At this time, graduates for all degrees will be presented by our university provost, Dr. Frank Einhelig. It is understood, of course, that no candidate graduates officially until all grades are recorded and a final examination of the student's record is made.
Before presenting the candidates, it is important to note that we will not be hooding our graduate students. However, the hooding ceremony is a special recognition for graduates receiving a master's, specialist, or doctorate degree. Normally, during all of our commencement ceremonies, our graduate students are honored by being hooded by the Dean or Associate Dean of the Graduate College. As you can see in the front rows today, the students are already wearing their hoods as part of our continued efforts of practicing social distancing. Please take a moment to look at the front rows of students and notice all of the different hoods. The hoods are similar in that they are black and have the satin maroon color representing Missouri State University. They are different in the color of the velvet edge, which represents the specific degree of the student. The overall size and shape represents the type of degree, master's, specialist, or doctorate, with the velvet color getting progressively wider or longer with the higher ranking degrees. Earning a master's or specialist degree is a major accomplishment, and the hood is a valued part of the commencement regalia. Many of these students will wear these hoods and this regalia again in the future as they represent their profession in other ceremonies. Each student can be very proud of the hard work to earn their degree and to earn the hood that represents that degree. And now, will the candidates for the Specialist in Education degree please rise? President Smart, these candidates completed the requirements for the Specialist in Education degree. It is with great pride that they are presented to you on behalf of the graduate faculty for the conferring of the degree.
By the authority of the state of Missouri vested in the Board of Governors and delegated to me, I now confer upon you the degree of Specialist in Education and declare that you have surmounted the second level of graduate studies and are qualified to supervise the learning process.
Will all the candidates in the specialist degree please proceed forward?
Neosha Mackey will present the students.
Kelly Finley Miller. Erica Lynn Kane. Michelle Leanne Brown. Corey Tyler Glenn. Susan C. Bartlett.
Will the candidates for all master's degrees please rise? President Smart, these candidates completed all of the requirements for their respective master degree. The graduate faculty of Missouri State University are pleased to present them to you for the conferring of the degree.
By the authority of the state of Missouri vested in the Board of Governors and delegated to me, I now confer upon you the master's degree and testify that you have surmounted the first level of graduate studies, and I wish you every success as you serve humanity through your accomplishments.
Will all candidates, except in the first row, please be seated? And will the candidates for the master's degree in the first row please proceed forward, followed by master's candidates in other rows as directed by the marshals.
Ms. Neosha Mackey will again present the students.
Jennifer Michelle Chilton. Corey Wayne Harper. Eunice Esmeralda Mancia. Jamin Parker Dixon. Ricky Shea Miller. Victoria Michelle Horsley. Smruthi V. Chintakunta. Skylar Danielle Kuntz. Janet Danielle Gonzalez. Kayla Christine Yoshiko Hampton. Valerie A. Moore. Chase Daniels. Jennifer Rose Stromberg. Caitlin J. Goetz. John Joseph Augustine. Taylor Annalise Janota. Jenna O'Driscoll. Andrew D. Myers. Shelby Alexandria Albin. Cassidy Leanne Brayler. Corbin A. Wilson. Ashley M. Nevels. Lauren Andrea Zeimer. Christopher Alexander Mefford. Everett M. Martin. Sarah E. Hauk. Rachel Haven Talent. Victor M. Pagan Cruz. Larry W. Deckard. Andrea R. Mueller. Anthony James Abruzzo. Matthew Vernon James. Heather Rochelle Campy. Victoria Lynn Peters. Hallie Ann Parmalee. Emily Mae Huggins. Darrell Rico Whaley. Scott A. Cooley. Joshua Andrew Maples. Emily Marie Shane. Jared Lee Davis. Jordan Denise Galkowski. Megan Nicole Shastine. Jasmine Jabette Pennington. Amanda Courtney Warland. Amanda Drewell. Brandon Thomas Hines. Charles Fisher Ogden. Caitlin Ray Kaminsky. Madison M. Shadowins. Sarah Marie O'Malley. Rachel L. Walden. Madison Sawyer Cantrell. Maria Elizabeth Jackson. Michaela Lynn Diedrich. Kara Christine Cook. Molly Robin Trogdon. Camry J. Cowan. Alexandra L. Gallion. Rachel J. Cagle. Felicia Louise Tapaldos. Lindsay N. Killam. Rachel A. Marsh. Austin J. Jasper. Seth David Templeman. Lucas J. McCullough. Minky Kong. Casper Camille Swick. William Addison Frisbee. Hannah Lee Kuhn. Nikki Diane Stormont. Catherine Marie Brand. Rebecca Land. Emily Ann Jones. Haley Kaylin Allen. Blake Austin Jeffries. Jonathan Lee Basin. Suzanne Hallie Kunsting. Jessica Sue Jensen. Brenna Page Plaster. Nicholas Stafford Seymour. Dylan Dexter Gage. Melanie Elizabeth Bond Willenbrock. Olivia Logis. Andrew Thomas O'Brien. Anna Marie Dupner. Carly R. Nichols. Nicholas James Smith. Adam R. Biles. Lauren Elizabeth Bass. Matthew D. Perkins. Kelsey Ann Mills. Kennedy N. Hedges. Lauren Carson Floyd. Sadie Elaine Bayless. Jerica L. Harris. Lauren Emily Cantwell. Benjamin M. Dobson. Alex Thomas Hockman. Teresa Marie Jones. Lexi Elizabeth Ann Cuppett. Caitlin Marie Brooks. Carly Elizabeth Wells. Adam L. Barton. J. Carlos Britton. Dayton Ross Sebo. Michael Nice. Samuel D. Pretz. Zana Sarajija. Candace Sensen Wu. Stuart J. McCullum. Madison Elizabeth Poulin. Alina Madel Yakhtin. Katya Irvina Cabrales. Willie J. Pryor. Cole A. Jaramillo. Tawana Lee Frazier. Diego Ignacio Valenzuela Atala. Jackson Phillips Frazier. Samuel Benjamin Sin. Jordan L. Reynolds. Sammy Ann Self. Joshua A. Davis. Leah R. Singleton. Erica Marie Hitpas. Courtney Renee Laswell. Christina Marie Peco. Catherine Marie Lucas. Ryan A. Saul. Brendan Michael Withrow. Jose Juarez. Macy Wayne Clark. Marie Martinez Hammer. Ashley Elizabeth Schultz. Denora E. Garcia. Amber M. Anderson. Madison Renee Wade, Carlene Nagus, Kavya Sri Tumala, Joseph John Shaw Jr., Ian Moore McCormick, Bailey Fisher, Nadine Abu Hamda, Tan Lee Feng Hong, Colton Todd Schweigert, Holden Joseph Bridges, Corey Reed Carlson, Amanda McCarthy, Spencer M. Quinn, Daniel S. Clockinga, Sean Matthew Go, Anna D. Tran, Uyen T. Nok Ha, Lauren A. Gore, Laura Silva, Catherine Grace Sidebottom, Rodolfo A. Para, Tui Young, Alice Rebecca Perryman, Lauren M. Hoskins, Lindsay M. Lawson, Lindsay Nicole Swartz, Lori Ann Sullivan, Mackenzie Nicole Marshall, Sarah A. Milwaukee, Caroline R. Mursky, Caitlin Leanne Brazil, Jonathan M. Frazier, Haley Donnell Henry, Christopher Bruce Brinker, Sarah Jane Gray, Alexis Dahlia Alston, Austin Gregory Carter, Susan Elizabeth Arnold, Hannah Jean Peak, Logan Jacob Elliott, Savannah Ambrosia Culver, Sierra Jade Chitwood, Christina N. Bradshaw, Ariani Ruby Pujols Mancilla, Claiborne Jeffrey Hart, Tammy R. Guerin, Kimberly A. Kaiser, Daniel Joseph Diener, Joshua P. Bell, Jonathan P. Scooby. Blake Patrick Guart. Brady A. Griffin. Maria Riaz. Timber Dawn Gates. Taylor Faye Katanak. Amanda Lloyd. Wan Lu Huang. Hannah B. Lips. Ashley Nicole Finney. Al-Walid Abdullah Al-Harbi. Annalise Torrico Moreno. Abdullah Saleh A. Al-Gathi. Faisal Abdullah M. Al-Hawater. Christopher Rothgeb. Olivia Rose Willoughby. Mary E. Floyd. Jennifer L. Goins. Emily Marie Grooms. Wendy Nicole Grassinger. Nicole A. Reynolds. Angela Heffley. Jacob Bradley McCammon. Joshua R. Gasser. Tom H. Walters. Deanna R. Means. Shu Wen Chin. Zhuo Ya Li. Zi Jingzhao. Mohammed Ghazi Sherbini. Ariel L. Snyder. Ashley M. McConnell. And that's all the graduate students.
Before we confer the bachelor's degrees, I would like to note the scholastic accomplishments of several of these students. Would the students wearing the blue stoles please rise? Please join me in recognizing these graduates of the university's Honors College. You may be seated. Several students are graduating with scholastic honors and are identified by the cordons they are wearing. Students graduating summa cum laude have achieved a grade point average of at least 3.9. Will those students graduating summa cum laude and wearing the gold cordons please rise and remain standing? Students graduating magna cum laude have achieved a grade point average between 3.75 and 3.89. Would those students graduating magna cum laude and wearing the silver cordon please rise and remain standing? Students graduating cum laude have achieved a grade point average between 3.5 and 3.74. With those students graduating cum laude and wearing a bronze cordon, please rise and remain standing. On behalf of the university, I wish to congratulate these students on their impressive scholastic achievements. Now, will the candidates for all bachelor's degrees please rise? President Smart, these candidates completed all the requirements for their respective bachelor degrees. The faculty of Missouri State University take great pleasure in presenting them to you for the conferring of this degree.
By the authority of the state of Missouri vested in the Board of Governors and delegated to me, I now confer upon you the bachelor degree and wish you the best in your careers.
Will all candidates, except those in the first row, please be seated? And will the candidates for the bachelor's degree in the first row please proceed forward, followed by bachelor's candidates in other rows as directed by the marshal.
Ms. Neosha Mackey will again present the students.
Julia Grace DeBear. Peyton Michelle Blank. Ryan Scott Conley. Mattia Ray Hartley. Cole Joseph Clark. Shelby R. Dennis. Megan Elizabeth Gilmore. Anne Marie Hardy. Morgan Gabrielle Hull. Maura Elizabeth Rhodes. Abigail B. Carey. Tori Lee LaSalle. Tanner Colton Phipps. Mackenzie Taylor Risa. Samuel D. Oligschlager. Caleb Osamamwin Aki. Elizabeth Ann House. Hannah Claire Feeman. Tyler D. Allison. Grant H. Denbo. Tristan Allen Woods. Jake Mitchell Parker. Lanny Marie Ogle. Randa Kiana Kaiser. Lauren Ashley Monroe. Amanda Grace Mutz. Sophia Jo Marsh. Kaylin Lee Dossett. Amanda Brown. Anna Noel Waltke. Madison Erica Marie Mielke. Hope R. Randall. Madeline Christine Burkett. Makina Renee Brown. David Charles Karen. Taylor Alexis Moorfield. Amy Rebecca Barton. Kerrigan Candace Bryan. Brant Ansel Remington, Stephen Michael Hearn, Alexis Era Beard, Caitlin Nicole Jesperson, Mackenzie Joe Gamble, Lindsay N. Steinbeck, Kendall Lynn LePage, Morgan Nicole Soper, Aaron Kearns, Ann K. Ballou, Cameron Nicole Downing, Emily Michelle Groner, Callie K. Gill, Ashlyn Nicole Reinold, Haley Alexandra Bourgeois, Madison Marie Stone, Amariah S. Ferguson, Peyton R. Morris, Amber Autumn Smith, Melanie Vanessa Hyde, Sierra Bell Moore, Elizabeth Ann Harmon, Tessa Diane Bogowith, Alex Stephen Caldwell, Sarah Leanne Carnes, Rachel Kayleen Merith, Riley Elizabeth Merith, Andrew Christopher Patrick, Samantha J. Pratt, Sarah B. Thomas, Kayla Rose Olison, Tatum Elizabeth May, Denise Lynn Wynn, Elmira Cordick, Sydney Marie Steiner, Shannon M. Doherty, Brianne Renee Brown, Hannah Rose Rockers, Luke A. Davis, Mitchell Lee McConnell, Bonnie Moore, Sadie Elise Murphy, Caitlin Renee Brooks, Hannah Ann Sullivan, Forsheen Ryan Marie Vilmer, Hannah R. Kreitler, Sierra Lynn Bine, Zaria Marie Marion, Suzanne Caroline Berenson, Bethany Marie Arnold, Michaela Dawn Clark, Caitlin Leanne Chrisman, Trenton E. Bargfriede, Amy Catherine Edge, Ariana Elizabeth Breslin. Kirsten Shaylee Snow. Darian Taylor Davis. Michaela Renee Vandiver. Patricia Nicole Schultz. Zoe Elizabeth Hambleton. Crystal Dawn Kosarek. Samuel Edwin Hisrott. Austin Charles Davis. Colin Robert Murray. Mel Stephen Kuntz. Ashton Brooke Hodge. Olivia Catherine Kaufman. Caitlin Nicole Skaggs. Christian Celine Thornton. Catherine Elizabeth Heafley. Leondria Rashay Lewis. James Dickinson. Jared E. Jacobs. Caitlin Rupeka. Molly Gretchen Fries. Amber Lee Strickland. Haley Jo Seitz. Megan Kate Schollenbarger. Jillian Marie Kane. Summer Dawn Hedrick. Lauren Nicole Stearns. Lucy Jewel Turk. Vonetta Lynette Ivy Medlock. Madison Ann Mitchell. Kayla Michelle Keene. Ashley Elizabeth Revelle. Derek C. McCarty. Kelsey Lynn Holcomb. Paige Lee Garrett. Ethan Austin Mooneyham. Hayden Nicole Stewart. Jasmine D. Garrison. Mary Lillian Lampert. Abigail Laura Stokes. McKelly Larkin Shaw. Mason DeTurding. Thomas Cleek. Susie Daines. Anya Bogart. Juliana Elizabeth Vogt. Hannah Lilly. Miranda Terrell. Tyler G. Davis. Marissa K. Aldrich. Mary Megan Vibrock. Hope Michelle Hale. Skylar Nicole Howe. Allison N. Hawkins. Megan Nicole Sanders. Olivia Lee Schoen. Sarah D. Getz, Courtney Jo Hauk, Megan Elizabeth Pondrum, Lilith N. Jensen, Claire Elizabeth Eggerman, Greta Lee Buttleman, Jenna Christine Hunt, Fabio Manuel de Jesus Murillo Burgos, Emily Jean Henry, Leah Jocelyn Lasberry, Tiffany Ann Smith, Alexis Gloria Foley, Anna Marie Longhofer, Alexis L. Smith, Emily Rebecca Joy Wose, Taylor Mansfield, Michaela Joan Louderbaugh, Bailey Marie Roman, Amanda Mary Kovacs, Rebecca Marie Sue Pride, Emily Christine Richardson, Natalie Marie Kaiser, Ariel Sherry Ross, Chris J. Amtower, Tyler Javier Mercado, Kelsey Lane Land, Sarah Michelle Utzler, Wyatt Joseph Branson, Madeline Grace Shepard, Emily Alice Brindley, Kelly Jo Shiat, Brandon William Castle, Allison Elizabeth Lavorsi, Hannah Michelle Thomas, Gregory Ray Phillips, Chris B. Hearn, Natalie Lynn Cook, Jolie Rose Quinn, Hannah L. Dahlmeyer, Melanie Marie Miller, Michaela Ann Stubinger, Katie Helena Feth, Garrett Ray Copeland, Kelsey A. Shreve, Tori Deanne Lucanote, Alex M. Verschoor, Courtney Chevelle Patton, Andrew David Thompson, Jessica Clara Carver, Hannah B. Miller, Alexis Nicole McLeod, Lauren Lee Thrower, Brandon James Gaffney, Samantha J. Sonsosi, Jessica P. D. Bishop, Paige Nicole Getz, Madison Dawn Caldwell, Taylor Marie Gerstenecker, Shelby Brianne Blumenthal. Keely Ray Frazee. Amy Lynn Hendricks. Mary Helen Bush. Jacob T. Yarnall. Victoria Irene Brandstetter. Jacob Noblet. Mark Everett Fisher. Matthew Thomas Schwind. Mackenzie Lee Courtois. Nicholas P. Kinsey. Megan Marie Rogers. Emily Megan Schulenberg. Aubrey L. Todd. Nicole Marie Gardner. Grace Christine Mechtley. Megan Brooke Feeler. Trevor Austin Batten. Autumn Chantel Lay. Jacob Beatty. Shelby K. Spain. Ashley Leanne Withrow. Brian Levi Batcher. Eric Shannon Schoenberger Jr. Kylie K. LaBelle. Dominique L. Tolliver. Jeffrey Channing Hunt. Trevor Alexander Bonert. Courtney Lynn Batson. Jordan Taylor Winter. Samantha Rachel Foshee. Eden Alexandra Cruson. Sydney Julian Jill. Madison A. Qualls. Lauren Grace Rector. Margot Ellen Roberts. Rebecca Efkin. Sarah M. Simmons. Courtney Ann Dahl. Avery Diane Barassa. Sarah Kathleen Phelps. Hannah B. Kyo. Isabella Arlene Roth. Taylor D. Ali. Bailey Emily Dunkman. Madison Christine Platko. Angela Marie Simpson. Nicholas Philip Sparacino. Jacob Michael Pacina. Scott A. Cook. Morgan Elaine Shalidi. Melissa Basin. Emma Elizabeth Drace. Julia Lucille Wilkes. Catherine A. Halbine. Emily Jo Easton. Kristen Nicole Stockdale. Jennifer Alvarez. Paige Nicole Bybee, Sydney Monet Grimes, Missy K. Newman, Amber Lee Vondello, Danielle Christine Staples, Alex William Gansman, Mary Elizabeth Nestle, Andrew Caleb McAfee, that's all.
Congratulations all. As graduates, the university sincerely hopes you will continue your affiliation with the university as proud and active alumni. To welcome you to the Alumni Association, I would like to invite to the podium Missouri State University's Vice President for University Advancement, Brent Dunn.
Well, congratulations and welcome to the club. You're part of a group of over 130,000 alums that live in all 50 states and over 93 countries around the world. But please keep us up to date on where you are and what you're doing, because chances are pretty good wherever you land, there'll be alumni there that can help you both professionally and personally. After all, your relationship with Missouri State is now a lifelong experience. You know, this year, the state of Missouri is celebrating our state's bicentennial. Missouri State University has been educating people for over 116 years of the 200 years as a state. Thousands of our graduates have made a big difference in the state of Missouri and really throughout the entire world. It's your time now. But do remember this: you're a student at Missouri State for just a short time in your life. You're an alum of Missouri State for the rest of your entire life. Now go change the world, onward and upward. Congratulations. Now go get them and go Bears!
The alma mater is a distinctive song indicating your lifelong connection to our university. To conclude our ceremony, Isaac Williams will perform our alma mater, and we would ask that everyone please stand.
Sing we praises now to our alma mater, all hail maroon and white. Missouri State we pledge devotion. May you live ever in truth and right. May you live ever in truth and right.
It is now time for the recessional. In order to recess our ceremony safely and efficiently, we ask that you follow these directions. Graduates, you will be escorted from your seats and out of the arena by the floor marshals row by row. Families and guests, please be seated. Once all our graduates have left the floor, you may proceed to the nearest exit on the main concourse. We encourage graduates and their families to reconnect outside the main entrance to the arena. Have a great evening, good night, and go Bears.